Hello everyone, this is Noor and welcome back to my channel. As you guys can see, new look today. I'm so excited to dive into this makeup tutorial because I have some really fun makeup products to try with you guys and I cannot wait to show you what I have for you. It's insane. I honestly don't know what to call it. I think I'm just gonna call it Cosmic Space. That's the look. Before I go ahead and start off with this beautiful makeup look, if you're new here to my channel, thank you so much for stopping by and watching my video. It really means a lot to me. And if you guys haven't already, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell to get notified every time I upload a new video. And I would love to have you guys a part of the light family that I have here on my channel. If you guys would like to learn how I created this beautiful cosmic look, please keep on watching. Hello you guys, I am so excited to start this makeup tutorial. You guys have no idea. First of all, please excuse the bruising that you see on my face. I have one here and here. Your girl got her daily dose and she's happy, okay? Like yeah, I love it. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, is my refill, filler, and Botox. My best friends. Yes. Today I have a makeup tutorial for you guys and I have some new products to try on. It's basically more like eyes and face things. And when I talk about face, it's more like blushes. So I'm really excited to dive in. Like always, I'm always on the rush. So I need to be ready and done by 5:30 so I can head out. And it is 3 o'clock, so I have high hopes. First thing I have here, it is the new Urban Decay. They sent me this PR package and your girl was screaming because I see these all over my social media, especially Instagram. And I am very happy about this and I'm really happy that they gave me the colors that I wanted. So this is the box. Look how gorgeous and stunning she is, and look at the color. Like, wow, it's so pretty. If you guys don't know, these are kind of like their liquid eyeshadows. These are all shimmer. I'll go through them in just a sec, but these are the new 24/7 glaze on shadows and I'm just really excited to dive in. I think I'm gonna be using one color today. I have an idea of one I want to do, but I'm not really too sure about it yet until we'll see how everything goes. But I do have an idea of what I want to do today. So yeah, so let me give you guys a quick recap. These applies in second, crack, crease, and fade resistant, so it doesn't crack and it doesn't fade. Glazed finish, blends with instantly with built-in brush, so it comes with a brush, the applicator. Up to 15 hours of wear, which we all love that. This is actually gonna be great if you are a bride and you're getting married and you want something shimmery but not gonna crack and not gonna crease. These might work, these will work. This is lightweight, non-sticky, which was my concern. I just hate the feeling of like a sticky lid and I'm glad this doesn't do that. Long wearing, no shimmer fallout. Thank you very much. We all need that. So this is what they sent me right here. The famous primer potion, which I love so much. I think this is my third one that I have. This is gonna be definitely in my restore drawer. Thank you so much, Urban Decay. And then they sent me 3 colors of the glaze-ons. So I have Sugar Twist, I have Space Boy Intense. What? Space Boy Intense. Do you guys know Space Boy? Do you know their eyeshadow Space Boy? If you guys don't know Space Boy eyeshadow from Urban Decay, do you live under a rock? Say hi to Patrick Star for me. But I absolutely love Space Boy, and having it in a liquid shimmer form, like this must be heavenly. Like I'm so excited right now. And then I also have Frost Boss. This is the color I see everybody wearing and I'm so happy I have it. Thank you, Urban Decay. This color is literally insane. I've seen a lot of people wear it on their eyes. It has kind of like that bluish kind of tone to it and I'm like, yes, give it to me, give it to me. I love it. I think this is the color I'm gonna be using today, even though I really want to try Space Boy, but we'll try Space Boy in a different makeup tutorial. Today I want to do something different, okay? And then they also sent me their Glide On eye pencils, which I am obsessed with these are so nice. If you guys have seen my previous makeup tutorial, I've used their other shades. They have a white one, a nude one, and then some other colors that they also sent me. So having the black and the brown, I'm like, my collection is complete. So I have Stab Bath, which is the black, and I also have Whiskey, which is the brown. Thank you so much, Urban Decay. I cannot wait to play around with these. I'm also going to show you guys other colors that they have from the glaze-ons. So you have Sunshine Tax, which is more like a rose gold pinky kind of tone, and then you also have Traffic Jam, which is stunning. This is only online exclusive, by the way, just the Traffic Jam, which is kind of like a burgundy. And then the last one, it is called Silver Spooning, which is kind of like a silver shade, but these are all the colors. Look how beautiful this one is. But I have these two and this one. Look how stunning. This is only online. That's the silver, and that's the kind of like a rose gold. They have them obviously on the Sephora website and always on the Urban Decay website if you guys are interested in these shades. But these has been flooding my social medias, and that's all I have been seeing, and I'm really excited to try them on my eyes today. Also, another thing, I spoiled myself. I feel like I haven't bought a really good collection lately, and when I saw this online, I'm like, I need to have it. And to be honest with you guys, I put it on the side for so long, but it just lived in my brain rent-free, and I kept thinking about it until one day I just cracked it. I'm like, you know what, add the card and check out. I didn't even bother looking at my total, but I didn't care. I really didn't care. This is my first time also trying out this brand, and I'm really excited. And this is Blend Bunny. So I bought the new collection from Elise, I don't know, I'm sorry if I'm spelling the name wrong, I'm really sorry, but his work has been insane on Instagram. If you guys don't know who he is the first winner of Glow Up, and if you guys haven't watched Glow Up, where are you? If you guys don't know Glow Up, that show is on Netflix, and it is one of my favorite shows ever. And every time I see anybody that sees my work, they all tell me, go on Glow Up, you deserve to be on that show. And I'm like, I don't know, I'm like so scared to be on that show. But he was the first winner on Glow Up, and since then I've been like literally stalking his work on Instagram, and he is just a phenomenal makeup artist. So he collaborated with Blend Bunny, and I just had to support. I just had to get his collection. I'm obsessed with you if you're watching my video. I just truly do love you so much. Your work is incredibly inspiring, so I had to support and get his collection. So I got the eyeshadow palette, which I'll dive in just a sec. This stuff is literally amazing to have. I just honestly just wanted it for my collection and wanted it to just play around with it. So this is the eyeshadow palette. It is filled with so many colors, and I do have a little thing that I'm gonna talk about in here that is quite sad, but I kind of just moved on from it. I got the eyeshadow palette, and I also got the blush palette. This packaging though, look at this. Oh my god, I'm obsessed. So I got the pink one, and I also had to get the peach one. Your girl couldn't decide. If you go back to the old me, I would have just grabbed the peach because I was just a peach orange girl, but your girl has been into the pinks lately, so I had to grab this one. And these are the Lunar Eclipse Dimension palette, and I also got the Solar Flare Dimension palette. And then the eyeshadow palette, this is the Eyes and Face palette, so you can use it on the eyes and on the face. He had created series of each line, and I've been just obsessed with all the looks that he came up with. If you guys don't know who he is, please, I will leave his Instagram page in the description box. I'm positive you know who he is, but he has been just creating insane makeups, and I'm just a huge fan. So yeah, I'm really excited about this. Alrighty, the hair is up, and I am ready to slay this face. So I'm gonna start off with my moisturizer like always. I am using this one. This is called Embryolisse Laboratories. Sorry, I can't spell the name of it, but I will leave it in the description box down below. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start off with this one, and I'm gonna put this all over my face. Next, I'm gonna go ahead and prime. I am using the Easy Blur from Huda Beauty. This has been my all-time favorite and I cannot live without it. Honestly, this stuff is magic and your girl loves it so much. So I'm gonna take a little bit of that and also apply that on my face. And I like to concentrate this around my nose area. This is basically where I have the pores, and also on my forehead. And then I also like to take the rest and put it around my smile line, because I have lines there and I like to blur that out. Next, I'm gonna go ahead and conceal the darkness. This is gonna be great for my bruising too. So I'm using my Huda Beauty. This is the Faux Filler Corrector, and this is in Pink Pomelo. I'm gonna put that under my eyes and also on my big bruise that I have on my chin. Gone. It's gone. And I'm gonna take my beauty blender and blend that out. I'm gonna go ahead and pat it very, very lightly, especially on the chin area, because I want it to be covered. Obviously, it's still gonna peek through my makeup, and I'm also gonna add just a little bit more of the pink pomelo. I'm gonna go just pat it into the chin area so it doesn't show that much, and I'm gonna go ahead and blend under my eyes with the blender as well. Since I am somewhat working on my tan, I'm gonna go ahead and use the Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Real Skin Sheer Glow Tint in shade 4 Clear or Fair. And I'm also gonna go ahead and use the Urban Decay. This is the Face Bond Foundation, and this is in shade 12 Light Neutral. And I'm gonna put that with the Charlotte Tilbury Real Skin. I have been really loving the mix of these two together, so that's what I've been doing lately, and your girl has been obsessed. And I'm gonna take my sponge and blend it all out. Now the mix of these two together, it has a quite sheer to a medium coverage. Not so much lately. I've been really liking the not so much caked up makeup, to be honest with you guys. I've been just really liking the natural finish. If I feel like I need a little bit more coverage just on the bruise right here, then I'm just gonna go and add a tiny little bit more, and I'm just gonna go and pat it right on top. But again, like, I don't really like to overwhelm my skin so much. I like to keep it looking quite light and natural. Next is concealing. I am again using two shades of this. So I'm using my summer shade, and I'm also using a little bit of my winter shade just to highlight a little bit. So this is the famous Huda Beauty, and this is the Faux Filter Luminous Matte Concealer. Your girl has been obsessed. Sorry, my package is a little bit dirty. Every time I clean it, it just gets dirtier every time. So I'm gonna go ahead and use Cotton Candy first, which is my summer shade. Kind of highlight my face since this is a little bit lighter, so this has been a really good shade for me to also highlight, especially because I am tanned. And I'm gonna go ahead and blend that out with the blender. So lately I haven't been liking to go all the way up to the line, so I just blend it where normally I see my blue, and then I take whatever I have left and I go a little bit higher, but I don't go right away higher with the product. I also noticed that when I do that, I have less creasing under my eyes. So I'm just gonna go lightly, and then whatever I have left back on my eye like this. And I just really love how this conceals under my eye. It is absolutely stunning. I'm gonna go over the nose bridge, the tip of my nose, and then right on top of the lip area, just to highlight a little bit my Cupid's bow. And then I'm gonna take the sides of the blending brush and then bring the rest and blend it with the foundation. Now I'm gonna take a tiny bit of yogurt drop, and I'm just gonna put it right here, just a little dot. I'm gonna take my blender and blend that, but the way I'm blending this is just really concentrating it more on the inner corners and very close to my nose bridge. Now I'm gonna go ahead and contour. I am using my top favorite one. This is the Maybelline Easy Corrector Multi-Usage in shade 146. With this, I'm gonna go ahead and contour my face. And I'm gonna go and put it at the high notes of my face and then contour. So lately I haven't been putting so much of this because I just don't like the look of extreme contour. I just like to have a light contour. So I like to go up with this as much as possible because I like the snatched, lifted face. And now I'm gonna take my brush. This brush has been my all-time favorite to blend my contour with. This is the Jessup in F01, and I just like to take the smaller one and I just go ahead and start blending this out in a circular motion. And the reason why I love this brush, because first of all, it's like on an angled, but also I feel like it just really helps me blend my contour into my foundation and making it look so seamless. Look at this. So freaking gorgeous. And then it's so easy for me too to go ahead and blend around my nose contour too, because it's so small and it fits perfectly around my nose contour. It still hurts when I touch around my lip because it's so freshly done. It's been a week that I've gotten my touch-ups done, so it's still fresh, very fresh. We're gonna go peachy a little bit today on the face, even though I really want to try the pink ones, but the peach are like speaking to me today. So we're gonna go ahead and use the Huda Beauty. These are the blush filters and I'm using shade Sunset, Lychee, and Latte. Latte first, and I'm gonna put it on the high notes like this. Blending brush, again the same side that I use to contour, and I'm just gonna blend this out like this. Then I'm gonna take Sunset Lychee, and then that's gonna go on the apples of the cheek. And I'm gonna take the same brush and blend it all out. I'm just gonna put a little bit on the nose like this as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and highlight. I'm using the Urban Decay. This is the Face Bond Illuminator in Space Boy, and we're gonna put that on the face too because I want to. I'm gonna put a drop here, and I'm also gonna put on the tip of the nose, the bridge, forehead and chin, and a little bit on the lip. And I'm gonna take a small brush and I'm gonna use it to blend that out. Now we're gonna go ahead and set with the powder. I'm using Huda Beauty Easy Bake Powder, which it doesn't really need any explanation. This stuff is amazing. That's all I'm gonna say. And I'm gonna take a little bit of that and set my under eye and anywhere else that I crease. I'm gonna put that under my eye, and I'm also using my blender to do this because I just feel like with the blender, for me, it works better. So I'm just gonna take it and set my face with this. This went under my eyes, around my lip area, and also on the forehead. The rest, I'm just gonna wait a little bit until I have the contour and everything on. Then I'll go over with my Lancome powder and just kind of lightly blending everything together with that one. We're gonna go ahead and do the eyebrows. I've been actually trying out a new product. It's kind of in the same brand, but it has a different applicator, which I haven't been hating, to be honest. It's working well with me. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyebrows. First product I am using, this is the Clear Express Brow from Maybelline, and it's just the clear one. And I just really like it to go ahead and brush my eyebrows with this first. It removes any powder on them from the loose powder, and then it just helps to fix them in place. So I'm just gonna go and brush that through my eyebrows. I'm gonna let that dry a little bit. I'm gonna use my Huda Beauty fan. I don't know how far my camera has cut, but I started doing my eyebrows. I don't know if you guys saw me use the clear brow gel, but I used the Maybelline Express brow gel to put that on, and then I dried it out a little bit with my fan, and I let that sit for a couple of seconds. And then now I am using the Infallible Brow L'Oreal Paris. This is a volumizing brow mascara, and I also showed you guys the applicator. If you guys I'm so sure you guys missed it because my camera wasn't filming, but the applicator is quite interesting. So it kind of looks like this. So all the products is actually on one side of the brush, so I always have to take the axis because it just leaves too much products on my brows and I don't really like it. I only concentrate this on the middle of my brows, just like this. I just like how instantly it darkens my eyebrows, and I just really like the color of this. So I'm just gonna do it like this, and sometimes I just wear this on its own when I don't wear too much makeup when I go out. So this has been my all-time favorite. Then I go ahead and use my favorite product. This is the NYX. This is the Lift and Snatch Brow Tint pen, and this one is in espresso, and I just go ahead and I draw little hairs to fill in the rest of my eyebrows. Now I'm going to take my concealer. I'm just going to take my Too Faced concealer to do my little cleanups, and I'm taking a small little brush, and I'm just going to go, and I always like to go ahead and clean from the tail first, and then I go on top like this, and that's going to help just smooth out the harsh edges. I'm doing the same thing here. Alright, brows are on. Let me go ahead and do one eye off camera, and I'll be back to film it with you guys, and then we'll do the whole face and use the blushes. I cannot wait. Before I go ahead and start off with the eye makeup, I really want to show you guys this palette right here. First, I am a little bit sad. You'll know why. I'm just grabbing a wipe because there's some cleaning for me to do. So when I got this palette, I was so excited, and then when I opened it, I noticed there was green everywhere, and I was asking myself, why is there green everywhere? First of all, everything came very well packaged in bubble bags like this. So the palette was in here, and this was for the blushes, and then I noticed the green right here, if you guys could see it, but I noticed some green, and I'm like, oh please God, I don't want this palette to be broken. Like, I was just really sad to start off with, and I was opening it up with absolute fear until I opened it and I noticed all the green here, and that's when I knew. I was like, okay, there's a color in here that shattered everywhere. So I'm just gonna take out the palette and show you it. So this is the palette. Look how stunning it is. It is actually huge. It's a big palette, and there's green everywhere. So I'm just gonna take my little wipe here and just clean it all up first. And I also have to show you the gorgeous packaging and the design of this, because it's absolutely stunning. So this is the front. Sorry guys, it's all wet now. So this is the palette. Look how beautiful. But then the back is what I really love. Look at this. This is absolutely stunning. I saw this packaging, I saw this design, I'm like, I need to have this in my possession right now. So I'm gonna open it up, and you're gonna see the green everywhere. Out of all the colors, you know, well, you know what, I'm not really so disappointed that this color arrived broken, but I'm still disappointed. So this is how it looks like, and there's this plastic foam, well, plastic foam, it's not a foam, it's actually a plastic little paper like so. And I'm actually just gonna go ahead and throw this out. Oh my god. But yeah, there's green everywhere, as you guys could see, and I'm just gonna actually clean it up before I twist it toward you guys and show you this palette. This is the palette right here. I can't tilt it so much because this is the color that is shattered, and you guys could see it. It's like shattered in here. I know there's some people that could fix the eyeshadow, but to be honest, I just really suck at doing that, and I feel like I just would ruin it more than fixing it, more than anything else, to be honest. But this is the palette look how stunning it is. It is absolutely beautiful. I just wanted to show you guys the palette and just to clean it up with you guys. But to be honest, Blend Bunny had an amazing service. I messaged them right away, and one thing I would recommend that if you are buying from Blend Bunny is to take their shipping insurance, because it's worth it. I luckily, for I don't know what, something told me to just to take it, and I did. And when this arrived broken, I messaged them right away. I do have to say that the service from Blend Bunny was absolutely amazing. They were super accommodating. I'll go ahead and do one eye and I'll be right back. Okay, you guys, this is what I came up with today. I wanted to play with more colors, but to be honest, my main focus today was to try the glaze-ons from Urban Decay and then use a little bit of this eyeshadow palette. But definitely there are gonna be more tutorials coming using this palette, of course. But this is kind of like what I wanted to do today, and I really like it. Obviously I just wanted to do something different and something blue. Okay, blue is one of my favorite colors, so that's why I went ahead and I really want to try this one, and this is Frost Boss. So before I go ahead and start off with all of this beautiful eyeshadows and liquid shadow, I'm gonna go ahead and prime my eye. I'm using the Urban Decay Primer Potion, and I'm just gonna put that on my eyelid, and I'm going to blend that out with my finger. This is just gonna help to secure the eyeshadow and not have it crease and go everywhere. I'm gonna go ahead and take the Embryolisse palette from Blend Bunny. And oh my god, you guys, like, I'm totally obsessed with this. There's so much that you can create with this palette, and I'm here to kind of just dive into some of the colors that I really like and that I really wanted to try, which is the blues. Obviously, look at them. They're just so eye-catching for me, and I'm just obsessed. First color I'm gonna go ahead and take, it is this white one, and this white is very pigmented. I'm gonna take it with a flat brush, and you guys, this is a pigmented white, let me tell you that. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put that on my brow bone, and I'm also gonna take it and put it in the inner corners of the eye as well, just to brighten it up. I mean, we are putting a blue, but this kind of helps a little bit to just brighten that up. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put that like this and try to blend it out as much as possible. It's bright, it's a pigmented white. Next, I'm gonna be taking a color called Muse, and I'm mixing a little bit of Harmony as well. So I'm gonna start off with Muse first, and Muse is gonna go on the outer corners of the eye, and we're just gonna roughly blend that out like we always do. So I'm just using circular motions, and we're gonna blend this out like so. And then I'm gonna take a little bit of Harmony, which is a kind of like a grayish brown, and I'm gonna put that right on top of Muse. Muse is more on the brown tones, and then Harmony is more grayish. And I'm also taking Harmony and I'm putting it a little bit on the outer corners of the lower lash line, just like this. Now I'm gonna go ahead and take the glaze on from Urban Decay, and this is the Frost Boss. Now I just find something really weird. I don't know if this extends, to be honest. I don't know, like it twists, but I don't know if it extends. But the brush is so small for the packaging. Like, I don't understand the mathematical equation with this. I mean, the product is all the way down here. Like, how am I going to get that product? And what I see here, oh, it seems like, I don't know, it's a very weird packaging. I'm trying to understand it, but it doesn't seem like I am understanding it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and shake a little bit of product. And it has a small brush applicator like so. And I'm gonna take this and I'm going to put that on the eye. This is very bright, you guys. Like, it's absolutely insane. And I'm going to create kind of like a cut crease with this. And I'm gonna bring it all the way out like so. And I'm also dragging it on the lower lash line. And I'm gonna blend this out with my finger, and I'm gonna take also that and put it out too. So it's gonna look like this, and it's also super easy to blend out with the finger. I'm gonna take this shade right here. It has a little bit of like a blue tint to it, and this is called Decay. You guys, these names are gonna be so hard for me to spell. I'm already dyslexic. You see what I mean? Just gonna go ahead and grab this blue. Look at this with the Urban Decay. This makes it pop so much, and I'm just gonna put it right on top of the Urban Decay Frost Boss, and I'm just going to concentrate this like this. I mean, this is absolutely beautiful. It's like outer space alien. I don't know why, but I'm gonna drag it like that. I'm gonna add a little bit more just in the inner corners. I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyeliner, and I'm also kind of creating a little swirl right here and then bringing it out. So let's go ahead and do that. I forgot to mention that the eyeliner that I'm using, it is from NYX, and this is the Epic Ink Liner in black. And then here, I'm just going to create a little upside down U. And I'm going to drag this along the crease line that I created. Now I'm gonna go ahead and take the blues, and I'm gonna go ahead and mix these blues right here. I'm sorry guys, but to be honest, the names are gonna be so hard for me to spell. I'm just gonna leave them all in the description box down below. So I'm gonna take this one here, is called Aether. Yeah, I'm gonna take this one right here, which is this beautiful blue, and I'm going to put that just on the outer, I'm gonna put that in the inner corners, but just outside of the liner, so basically on the skin and not inside the blue. And this is extremely pigmented, so a little bit goes a long way with this. Just keep that in mind, because they are very pigmented, you guys, so just be careful. And then I'm gonna take this one right here. This is called Galactic and Galactic is just gonna go right in the inner corners on the lower part. Oh my god, this is gonna be very hard for me to explain. And now I'm gonna take Eternal, which is the darker blue. Now I'm gonna take Eternal, which is the darker blue, and I'm just going to enhance this just a little bit, and this is what really brings in the whole look together, I find. I'm gonna take this brush that I used the white with, and I'm just going to somewhat blend that blue into the skin, which is gonna be hard to do, but it is what it is. I'm gonna take a little bit more of the Urban Decay glaze, and I'm just gonna go inside where I've placed it and just kind of like pop it out a little bit more. I'm gonna take the liquid liner again, and I'm gonna go over that to make it pop again. Now I'm gonna go ahead and take the eyeliner. I thought this was a black, but it ended up being a navy, which is so perfect for this look. This is the Urban Decay 24-hour waterproof long-lasting glide on eye pencil, and I am going to grab this and put that all over the waterline. And now before that dries a little bit, I'm gonna be taking a color that is really dark. It's a dark blue. This is called Nebula. and I'm going to put that on the outer corners of the eye and try to blend it with the pencil. Just on the outer corners, like so. And then I'm gonna take Ether, the first blue one. Oops, that's a little bit too much. And I'm going to blend it with that very lightly. And I'm gonna take that first brush and just fade it all out. Just a little bit of that glaze and put that there. Well, there is also some here that I kind of put too. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of shimmer basically everywhere. I'm gonna add a little rhinestone right here, and I'm using a black rhinestone. I'm gonna go ahead and put mascara and lashes. The mascara that I'm using is the Urban Decay mascara, and I'm also using Ioni lashes, and these are the Full Foxy Drama Half lashes. I'm gonna go ahead and pop that, and I'm gonna charge my camera a little bit. The eyes are done. I went ahead and I took my Lancome powder a little bit, and it looks like this, and I just went ahead and I applied that just under my eyes, because with the eyeshadow I had a little bit of fallout, so this helps to kind of take off the fallout and just make it look smooth. Now I'm gonna go ahead and contour. I'm using my Too Faced bronzer. I know I'm running out. I do have a new one, but I just want to finish this first. This is what I used to blend out the cream, and now I'm using the big one for the powder. This brush again is from Jessup, and I'm just gonna go ahead and contour and chisel out the face with the bronzer. And now comes the fun part, the blushes. So I have the pink one right here, which I'm not gonna use, but I'm still gonna show you my hair, you guys. I'm really sorry about my hair, don't mind it, but your girl is kind of like rushing right now, but I need to show you this even though I'm rushing. I don't really care, but this is the pink one. Look at the packaging. Like, I'm just so obsessed with this packaging. It is so beautiful, and look how huge these are. They kind of remind me of the Sleek one. I don't know if you guys know Sleek, but I'll show you them. These are the Sleek palettes. Obviously they're like way smaller, but this is how they look like. Kind of similar, except this is like triple the size. Yeah, this is the pink one, and oh my god, you guys, I really wanted to put this on my face, but I think we're gonna go peachy with the blue, but definitely going to see this in a different tutorial for sure. This green is literally haunting me today. It's like literally everywhere. It's all over my fingers, and it looks like it stained my fingers. It's a mess. And this is the peach one. The packaging is different. Look at that, it is so pretty. It's like very cosmic and goth at the same time, which I really love. And oh my god, you guys, this is not even giving it justice on how it looks like in real life. This is a bright orange. This is kind of like an orange, a slight peach, and this is kind of like a pinkish orange, more like a peachy orange. I don't know how to explain it, but it's so beautiful. Look at that. I mean, with the camera and the light, it's literally not giving it justice on how stunning this palette is. I'm gonna mix these two together, and then I'm gonna go ahead with this one. So I'm gonna use Heat and Flare. You guys, this is so bright. This is bright. And now I'm gonna take a little bit of Scorchard. Is that how you spell? I'm not gonna go there, okay? But I'm gonna take a little bit of that, and I'm going to put that. Oh my god, this is bright. This is so bright, you guys. It's unbelievable. What the hell did I just do? Taking my brush that I used the powder with, the Lancome powder with, and I'm just gonna go and blend that out. Okay, and I'm gonna, you guys, this is bright. This is so bright, but it's so beautiful. Okay, when you blend it out, it comes together and it looks so pretty. I'm also gonna highlight. I am using this highlighter right here. This is a highlighter from Turkey. Honestly, there's no brand, no nothing to it, but I'm just gonna go ahead and use this to highlight my face. For lips, I'm gonna go ahead and mix these two together. I want something light on the lips, so I'm gonna go ahead and use Flormar lip liner in Morning Coffee. This is actually from Turkey, and it's a brand called Flormar, so I'm gonna go ahead and use it to contour my lips with this. And I'm also going to be using the Huda Beauty Faux Filter Lip Gloss. And this one is She Flirty. Oh my god, I'm obsessed with this look. I'm gonna go ahead and just clean off the powder on my hair, especially because when I dye my hair black, you see all the powder on my hair. Let me go ahead and fix up this hair, put a nice top on, and I'll be back to finish this look with you guys. Alrighty, you guys, this is the finished look. I'm obsessed with this look, and I'm definitely obsessed with this eyeshadow palette and also the Urban Decay shadows, you guys. I'm just obsessed. I'm definitely going to be creating more tutorials using everything again. I really hope you guys enjoyed this look. I find it's really funky, it's easy to create, and it's so much fun. Honestly, for me, I would wear this out in the summer, like a little pop of color. Why not? I find it so incredibly beautiful. And like always, all the products that I use in this video are going to be listed down below in the description box for you guys. If you guys are curious on certain products that I use on my face, you can go ahead and check out the description box down there. I really hope you guys enjoyed this look. I had so much fun creating it. I need to take it off right now because I need to head out. So yeah. Thank you again so much for watching. I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you later. Bye.